knowledge of the perimeter of a shape could be useful when calculating the area. Similarly, knowledge of the area of a shape could be useful when calculating the perimeter. The perimeter of this shape is 115 centimetres. What is the area of the shape? Well, that's a triangle. I know that to calculate the area, I need to multiply the base and the perpendicular height and then halve it. Do I already have the base and the perpendicular height? No, I don't. The 63 and the 28 are not perpendicular to each other. I can see, though, that the missing length at the bottom is perpendicular to the length of 28. And in fact, if I had that, then I could work out the area of my triangle. Does knowing the perimeter help me calculate that missing side length? You're right, it does. Let's look at the working. We know that 115 centimetres is my perimeter, i.e. the total distance around my 2D shape. That means that 115 is equal to 63 add 28, add in whatever. Now I'm going to refer to this missing side as the base. So the base of my triangle. Well, 63 add 28 is 91. So how much more do I need to get to 115? That's right, I need 24. So the length of my base must be 24 centimetres. Now I can use this information to calculate the area. The area, remember, of a triangle is the base times the perpendicular height divided by 2. Well, now I can put that information in. That would be half of 24 multiplied by 28. Or in other words, the area is 336. The area of this shape is 225. What's the perimeter going to be? Pause the video and work this one out. Welcome back. Did you start by using the fact that the area of a rectangle is the length times the width? Or in other words, that 225 is equal to 25 times whatever the width of this shape is. Well, 225 divided by 25 is 9. So therefore that missing width must be 9 millimetres long. Now that I know that, I can calculate the perimeter of the rectangle. The perimeter would be 25 add 25 plus 9 plus 9. Now you may have written this more efficiently by saying it's 2 lots of 25 add 2 lots of 9, or you could have written 25 add 9 and then multiply that by 2. Whichever working you've done, you'll get to the same answer, that the perimeter of this rectangle is 68 millimetres. Now, quick check. You can see here there's a picture on the right, and that is a composite rectilinear shape. What I want to know is this statement true or false? I need to know the perimeter to work out the area for this shape. So in other words, if I know the perimeter of this shape, I'm then able to get enough information to calculate the area. Or is it false? In other words, you can already work out the area of this shape based on the information in the diagram and what you can deduce. So is this true or false? And which of the justifications supports your answer, A or B? Pause the video while you work this out now. Welcome back. Which one did you pick? It's false. You can work out the area right now. In fact, we could use method 2 from our lesson on calculating the area of composite rectilinear shapes. Method 2, remember, was to complete the rectangle. So we could do 10 multiplied by 5 and then subtract the area that we added in, which would be 6 multiplied by 2.5. So you can actually work out the area right now. You don't even need any of the other side lengths. It's now time for our first task. We're going to be using perimeter to calculate area or area to calculate perimeter. For A, I've told you the perimeter of the shape is 31 and I'd like you to calculate the area, please. Pause the video while you do this. In part B, I've given you the area of this shape, which is 63, and I'd like you to calculate the perimeter. Pause the video while you do this. Welcome back. Let's go through these two. For A, you were told the perimeter was 31. This means that the perimeter, i.e. the sum of all the edges, is equal to 31. Well, I can see that the two parallel slanted lengths will be 6. So I know the perimeter is 6 plus 6 plus 2 lots of the longer parallel side. I'm referring to that as the base because I know I'm going to use this for my area calculation very soon. So 2 lots of the base. Well, 6 add 6 is 12. 12 plus 2 lots of the base must be 31. So 2 lots of the base must be 19, and therefore the base length is 9.5. The area of a parallelogram is the base multiplied by the perpendicular height, so 9.5 times 4, giving us an area of 38. In B, you were told the area of this shape was 63, and I asked you to calculate the perimeter. Remember, the area of a trapezium is the two parallel sides added together, multiplied by the perpendicular distance between them, and then halved. Therefore, 63 is equal to half of the missing side length plus 13 multiplied by 6. Well, half of 6 is 3, and 63 divided by 3 is 21. So 21 is equal to my missing side length added to 13. And that means that missing top length must be 8. Perimeter is the distance around my shape. So 8 plus 13, and then the two slanted lengths are the same. So in other words, that's 2 lots of 5. 8 add 13 add 2 lots of 5 is 31. So the perimeter of my shape is 31 units.